Okay, now I'm going to be solving problem 71 through 80. So I'm going to be doing 10 problems. Here, they gave me the equation. This equation is given in the y slope intercept form, which is pretty easy. This is always the slope, the coefficient of the x term, and this is always the y-intercept. So once the equation is given like that, it's pretty easy. But that's not what they're asking you. They're not asking you for the slope of this equation. The slope would be 2. They're not asking you for the y-intercept of this equation, which would be 0, 3. No, they're asking you for an answer when you plug in the value. For example, if you plug in 0, I'm going to have here y equals to 2 times 0 plus 3. 2 times 0 is 0 plus 3 is 3. So when the x equals to 0, y equals to 3 right here. So this one is done. Now, they're saying that y now is going to equal to 0. So I rewrite the equation. Y equals to 2x plus 3. But now y is going to equal to 0. So 0 equals to 2x plus 3. What do you do with this 2x? You move this 2x. You move this 2x to the left side because the x is supposed to be on the left side. So it was positive, became negative. 2x equals to 3. And then to find the value of the x, you divide both sides by negative 2. And x equals positive divided by negative is negative 3/2. So that means that when the y equals to 0, the x is going to be equal to this one, negative 1 and 1/2, which is the same thing as negative 1.5. This is when the y equals to 0. What about when the y equals to 2? What about when the x equals to 2? So here I'm going to do y. Now the x is going to equal to 2. So it's going to be 2 times 2. Look at here. 2 times 2 plus 3. 2 times 2 is 4. Plus 3 is 7. So when the x equals to 2, y equals to 7, which is this one right here. Now the y is going to be equal to 9. The y equals to 9. So instead of the y, I'm going to write 9 equals to 2x plus 3. You see? They say that the y now is equal to 9. When the y equals to 9, instead of the y, I'm going to plug in a 9. 9 equals to 2x plus 3. Guess what? The 2x is supposed to be on the left side. So it's going to be negative 2x. It's jumping to the other side, so you change the sign. This 9, it should be on the right. So it's going to be negative 9. And the plus 3 was exactly where it's supposed to be. How much is negative 3, negative 9 and positive 3? Negative 6. So negative 2x equals to negative 6. Negative 9 plus 3 is negative 6. So what do you do to find the value of the x? You divide by negative 2 both sides. So x equals to negative 6 divided by negative 2 is positive 3. Where is it? Someplace here, positive 3. Sometimes the answer can be repeated. There's no problem to repeat the same answer. So when y equals to 9, x equals to 3. So the answers can be repeated. But now they're saying y equals to 9. I did this one. Now the x equals to negative 1. Here we go again. We're going to rewrite the equation, which is y equals to 2x plus 3. I always write the equation again. But what they're telling me now? That the x is going to be negative 1. So I'm going to write down y equals to 2. I'm going to use the parentheses because now the x is going to be equal to negative 1 plus 3. X equals to negative 1. X equals to negative 1. So y equals to 2 times negative 1, which is negative 2 plus 3. How much is 3 negative 2? You owe 2, you have 3, you have 1. So y would be 1. So you're done with this part right here. Now this is the part that most students struggle a little bit. Maybe I don't know why, but let's go over this equation right here. First of all, this line is going down. So the slope is negative. Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger. Let me analyze this equation right here. The line is going down, so the slope is negative. This is where the line is intersecting the y-axis. So 0, 5 is the y-intercept. Now, where is this line intersecting the x-axis? Right here. 2.5, 0. It's caught in between 2 and 3. So this is the y-intercept. This is the x-intercept. The slope is negative. But let's find out what would be the slope of this line. You know, it's going to be like you draw like your little triangle. You see this point here, and this another perfect point right here. These are not the only ones. So what I did is I drew a little triangle right here. I know that the slope has to be negative. I know. But let's see how much did it go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we went down -6. And to the right, 1, 2, 3. So this is +3. How much is -6 over +3? -2. So I know that the slope is -2. So now that I analyze all this mess, oh my gosh, this is a mess. Let's do the following right here. Let me see if I can show the graph again. It's saying, trying to make it a little bit more clear. It's saying the y-intercept is, we already did here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 0, 5. This is the y-intercept of that equation. This is the y-intercept. And then, so it's 0, 5. So I did this problem. What is the x-intercept? I said that it was going to be 2.50. Do you see anything 2.50 here? So the x-intercept, the answer is E, because it's not here. Because we already know that the x-intercept had to be between 2 and 3, so it would be like a 2.50. We're done with this. What about the slope? We already did the slope. It's like, how much did it go down? 6. How much did it go to the right? 3. So it's -2. It's right here. Slope is negative. And now if x equals to 1, then y is, if x equals to 1, where's x? X equals to 1. Y is 1, 2, 3. So when you put here a 1, the y is going to be a 3. So it's right here. When y equals to 5, here, y equals to 5, the x have to be equal to 0. You see? Well, I'm done with the 80 problems, and I hope this helped everybody understand why I did miss some problems and why maybe you didn't get a perfect score in this during this midterm. Talk to you soon.